Hey, everybody, and welcome to an all new episode of the One Team We Agree On. I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.
And welcome to today's episode. And we got a fun show on for you all on tap today. I hope everybody out there's had a very happy holiday season and looking forward to a wonderful new year. But today on today's show, we're going to discuss the TV portion, kind of go back from last week's schedule episode where we were kind of running a quick show and discuss the Apple TV deal, kind of what it means for like Fox and all the other channels. And then we're going to, as Jillian said, we're going to share some of our union gifts and Philadelphia merchandise that we got for Christmas. And then I posed a question here about a week and a half ago about early on odds for who is the union player poised for a breakout season in 2023. But before we go ahead and get started, what are we wearing today?
I'm wearing my Fight for Philly shirt that I got in the team store last year. I think, didn't I get that when we got our season ticket member stuff?
I believe so.
I think that's when we got it. Yeah, like February.
When we got the jersey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm wearing Come On You Boys in Blue Collars. A throwback to the
it was during the Phillies postseason run too. Like
yep.
When the news reporter mentioned, the Philly team's all doing well and mentioned the union and these two girls on the street were kind of clueless. Yeah. And when the reporter mentioned the union and they're like, what, like the blue collar workers?
Yeah, the girl's like, what, the like blue collar? And then her friend's like, no, the soccer team. And she's like, I don't know who that is. So, or I think maybe it was a reporter, but yeah, that was a funny moment. So I love this shirt. I know the Sons of Ben made those at the Easter conference, and I saw that. I was like, I gotta get one of those. That was great. But anyway, before we go ahead and get started here, make sure to subscribe and follow us so you can interact with us. We're on Twitter at TOTWAG. That's the One Team We Agree On. And then on Facebook and Instagram at the One Team We Agree On, all one word. So let's go ahead and get started with today's episode. First off, so everybody pretty much knows the Apple deal that's going to go into effect on for the MLS. That we knew that every match, every game, pretty much will be on Apple TV Plus. I know we all have mixed feelings about that. Personally, I'm going to miss it because I kind of like having that homegrown voice, and I think that a commentation that knows our team is well versed, and then you listen to some of these other teams, and there's some other great announcers out there in the MLS.
Yeah,
but before I go on my rant, I think we kind of dropped the ball there. I think we should have kept it in market.
Yeah, that's definitely a bummer of it. I mean, for us, because we're in Lancaster, we did not get the PHL 17 local broadcasts on the TV. So for us, we pretty much, if we wanted to watch it, we would watch it streaming it through the team website. So we'd pull that up on our TV though.
Yeah.
And so the picture quality wasn't good a lot of the times, but
and we still don't even know who the broadcasters are going to be for the upcoming season. Yeah. What we do know is that MLS has reached deals with Univision, TSN, which is, and RDS, which is Canada Bell Communications, and Fox. And that means ESPN is out. And if you were on social media, you'd see a lot of the commentators and people that were involved in ESPN saying goodbye and all that, which again, just like the MLS, very sad to see. And especially with everything going on, hopefully they'll probably bounce back, but it's never hard. It's never easy. So just to go over some of the deals and real quick, there's going to be 34 games on Fox and FS1 with 15 games being on Big Fox, which is awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm really psyched about the 15 games on Big Fox. plus the playoffs, and the MLS Cups. Um, they'll do, I believe for leagues, they're going to do some group stage, round of 32 and round of 16, and highlighting rights. That's what I understand. Univision will do the Leagues Cup. So they're going to have the group stage games, knockout, and the final. And that's pretty much it. And then I think they have like exclusive rights to, hey, you can do some stuff. And then we know with Bell Media, which is TSN in Canada, and then the French Canadian RDS, they're going to have MLS games and MLS Cup. And this is my favorite one, one Canadian match per week. So I guess, hey, once a week, they don't tell you how many MLS games they're going to have, but they say one Canadian match per week. So it could just be one. And they're going to have some round group stages. It looks like a leagues, and it says highlights. um what are your thoughts on the Wednesday Saturday format? Now, although we did find out there's going to be some Sunday games.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we did find that out.
yeah,
I mean, my thoughts, well, when it's cold out, the fact that we still have to have Saturday night games. You remember how cold that first February game was last year?
yeah,
Not even as cold as the one where it snowed that we didn't go to, but like even
yeah,
just that first one. I mean, that was a day game and it was the sun was out and we were still freezing our butts off. So like the fact that they're always going to be at night basically is like
yeah,
I think it's a bummer for some of the families with kids that want to bring them to games. I mean, it's at
yeah,
least it's a Saturday night. The Sunday night games, honestly, Sunday night games are kind of rough for me. With having school the next day, there's been
right.
some days where I've just been like destroyed trying to go and teach because that was a late night. So honestly, I kind of prefer the Saturday nights anyway to like Sunday night. So I'm okay with that. I mean, it makes the schedule mostly predictable at least, so you can kind of,
Yeah,
keep things in line, I guess. But
and like, they're like talking about, oh, if you're on the East Coast, we're gonna have like this channel's gonna have like a wraparound, so they'll go drop in on every game, kind of like Red Zone, and then at this time we'll go to these matches, and then we'll
mhm,
go to these matches. So I mean, it sounds like they have some cool concepts, but we're gonna be for like the home games, we're gonna be there most of the time, so
mhm,
we're not gonna see a lot of this till we get home. Probably the 10 o'clock game. I mean, the West Coast games are gonna be kind of late in the second half. I mean,
mhm,
we'll get to see the wrap ups, but um, we talked about being disappointed, but I do have a semi fix to this commentator issue. I want to discuss this with you.
okay,
So my biggest thing is, besides the fact that several commentators are out of jobs, and also it kind of loses that homegrown kind of knowledge. We're gonna have some West Coast guys calling our games potentially that might not know as much. Now they're professionals; they'll do
mhm,
research, but the little
mhm,
nuances. My solution would be, and I've talked to other people about this and they've agreed, is why don't we do like a semi like zone commentator? So
mhm,
you'd have like they would do like this like northeast like
right,
DC up, and then you have like a group down here, and then you have a group, and you'd have like a whole group of them. So
right,
that doesn't always mean that they would be calling our games, but at least those teams would know
right. They're more
those
knowledgeable about
they're more
that
knowledgeable
region.
about
Yeah.
that region of teams. Now, if we go to LA, it doesn't mean as much, but at least it gives you some of that atmosphere
Mhm,
of the game, and the understanding of kind of the culture.
mhm,
I think that would be a cool thing. I doubt they're going to do that, but that'd be one
mhm,
of my solutions. And overall, I think now with the Apple deal and then all these games on, especially Big Fox, um, I think this might work.
mhm.
I still am gonna kind of be like wait and see attitude.
Yeah. But my beef with it is the fact that we're trying to build a fan base and you know how many of the casual fans are gonna spring for that Apple TV Plus. Like the fact that it's not
Oh
even
no, I
like the
agree.
regular subscription.
Oh no, I agree 100%. I agree a hundred
That's
percent.
the part that I have a problem with because
But
yeah.
we'll see how this turns
Mhm.
out. We will see how this turns out. But It's going to be interesting. But anyway, well, let's now get to the mood. So if you're watching on YouTube, you will be able to see us. We will do our best to describe kind of what some of the stuff we got each other or what we got. If you don't really care about this, you can skip ahead. We're going to discuss kind of our poll I released a couple weeks ago. You can skip ahead to that. But let's talk about what union gifts we got this year. Why
All
don't
right.
you go first?
I'll start with my favorite one.
All right. What's your favorite one?
Well, Kyle knows I said all I want for Christmas is stew.
And I got you stew.
Not really, but yeah. Woo.
You got a Stu Finley.
I know he's not on the union anymore, but forever union. Okay, I have a Stu Finley. Yeah.
You have a jersey and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I have the Juneteenth jersey. I don't think I ever showed that on the podcast before, but I bid on that and won the Juneteenth signed game worn jersey. But yes, Stuart Finley t-shirt. Super psyched. Also we have Sons of Ben.
And again, this is great merchandise, guys, that you can get at the tailgates. And again, everybody, and we keep saying it, everybody's welcome. You just got to go on their website. You know, whether you're a member or a non-member, you can get, your tickets. You know, everybody's always welcome. But this is like,
and if you're just listening, it's kind of a light blue Sons of Ben logo, women's cut shirt. Also, another Sons of Ben shirt. Here we got the navy blue. Live, laugh, dupe in the old onion bag. Yes. Long sleeve shirt.
That's a really nice shirt.
Yes. And our cats are over there wrestling.
It's not a one team we agree on episode without the cats.
Yeah. It's like SmackDown over there. All right. So we have Bad Things Happen in Philadelphia shirt.
Yes, I thought this would be a great shirt for her to wear.
Yes.
To all her favorite Philadelphia team games.
Yes. As you know, I'm 5 for 5 Philly. And then, okay, it's not union, but for good measure. Yes. I got other Philly sports teams things. This is from my sister, Kendall. Grease the Poles. Okay, friend of hers that is a designer. This is from Diamante Studio. Shout out. That was from my sister. And
that says Grease the Poles in Philadelphia.
For the Phillies. Yeah.
Logo.
Yes, I do love I love that. And then also it's from my other sister, Sarah. I've got an Eagles Kelly green sweatshirt. Okay, with the logo. Love it. Super comfy. And then from Kyle, also, he put together pictures.
Yes, so in frame we started this last year, and every year kind of a thing is I put together these collages, and I send some to my friends as well. But we got some great pictures from this year, and we had one from last year as well, and then we'll stack this one. Every year we'll add this, and then also
because we kind of have a tradition of we always take a selfie, usually in the river end before the games.
Or wherever we're at. And then we went to the Kit Drop season ticket holder thing they had last year in February. And we did that tour and we got this. So next thing.
Yeah, so show what you got, Kyle.
Yeah, so we got.
And this is all from me.
So first gift I got was the Join or Die navy blue. Join or Die just says Philadelphia Union. I like these shirt. One of the things I remember when I first go was big Join or Die. I think they used to have outside Subaru Park. But they replaced that with Philadelphia Union now. And I get why. I mean, it was getting old and faded, and now the new sign looks nice, but I still like that one. It said Join or Die when you walk in the stadium.
That's from the team store.
Yep. And then we got
most of what I got was from the team store. Just FYI.
And then your sister got me this hoodie that says Eastern Conference Champions. It's the Eastern Conference Champions hoodie.
Yep.
That's a nice little gift there. It's in black. I like that a lot. And then Jillian also got me a picture to frame of the Eastern Conference champions. them just celebrating behind there so we can commemorate that memory.
Yeah, because picture, I mean, because we were over in the river and we didn't get a great view of the picture.
And then probably my favorite gift, or maybe my second, I don't
This
know.
is the favorite one I gave anyway.
But Jillian made a picture book and it says the one team we agree on.
Yep, made it from
And
Shutterfly.
and it's all the years we've been going to the Union. So if you can see, it's all the pictures, memories, all the games she like wrote like here, like this date, the final score, first away game.
Show that epic picture.
Which one?
Oh, you know the one.
The one of me flicking the guy,
Yeah,
flicking New York.
yeah.
I don't remember where that is. Oh, this is a good vibe. This is like us
Oh,
just watching
yes.
the game at home.
There
Oh
it is.
yes, there we go. Yes.
Yes.
So just good pictures with friends. Um, here's pictures from LA. Just a lot of good stuff. And even like kind of like the last day when we're leaving. These are great little things. So if you're looking for a great gift for the Union fan in your life, these are just great little fun keepsakes that you can then buy for them.
Yeah, you
And
can make these things on like Shutterfly. I think Google Photos. I know like all kinds of, options there.
and then Jillian also got a um quilt.
It's a ring toss
It's
game.
a ring toss game, but the things inside are union plated. And we're going to be bringing this to the tailgates this year. So if you see us playing this game, please come over and say hi to us. We'd love to play
Hmm.
some games, just hang out, talk about Union or whatever,
Hmm.
Philadelphia sports. If you're a big 5-for-5 fan, you can talk to her about sports.
Yep.
Um, and you can just talk to me about anything. Um,
You can
so
talk to him about Vegas.
but anyway, yeah, so yeah, but that was an awesome gift, something for us to do
Hmm.
at the tailgate. And then my other gift, she got me kind of, we joked about this because she got me the same gift.
Yep.
She got me a Mikel Uwa t-shirt.
So we have our favorite players.
Although Uwa's just like a guy I'm like,
Let's be real. He's your favorite Union player.
eh, you know,
Don't lie. He's your favorite Union player.
he's the one I talk about the most because I
Hmm.
really appreciate what he brought to the Union.
Hmm.
I still love Blake though.
I mean,
I
yeah,
still love. There's like
yeah.
five or
Andre
six other
Blake is
guys.
honestly, well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, Stuart Finley's not even on the team anymore. Still love him, but
Yeah, I mean,
but between for me, it's like, yeah, Andre Blake, Kai, who Kai's been one of
yeah,
my favorites. Of course, who knows how much longer
yeah. I
he's
mean,
with us.
I love. Oh no, I love Mikel. I just,
Yeah,
I, I would say yes. You're right. He's probably my favorite player, but there,
yeah.
that's like saying like
I know it's hard to
it's like
choose.
going. It's like a parent choosing their favorite kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's like how I am with like the Phillies. I don't have just a favorite player on the
Right.
Phillies, you know.
So those are some of the gifts. So, hey, if you guys got some awesome gifts, we'd love to see them as well. So please go ahead and you can share them, tag us on social media. Love to see some of your gifts. I know the union went out and asked everybody for their gift, what they got. So we're not trying to copy that, but we'd love to see what some of you guys got. It could be Union, it could be
Mhm.
Phillies, it could be 76ers, whatever. So let's moving on. So last 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, I was asking about what I know it's still early and a lot to be done in rosters, obviously. But right now, who's the breakout player for the Union in 2023? We're getting ready
Mhm.
here in a couple of days to turn the page on 2022. So what does 2023 look like? And so I said basically out on Twitter, because we had some good discussion when I asked
Mhm.
that question early on. And I pulled it and I said, like, we'd seen like Matt Real, we'd seen
Mhm.
Brendan Craig, a lot of people were saying and there was other
Mhm.
people as well they were talking about. So we got to thinking, who do you think early on is the breakout player? And when we say breakout, we're thinking about like Dog last
Mhm.
year, how he had that breakout season. A lot of people were
Yeah.
calling it. I
I mean,
mean,
Carranza.
Kronzis could be one. I mean,
I feel like he's gonna do even better, to be honest.
Todd over at the free kick, he was saying, he made
Flock.
Flock, and he made a great point.
Yeah.
I mean, I even looked it up. I mean, he statistically improves every
Mm-hmm.
year. I mean, you can make the argument for Carranza. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Carranza early in the season was going, and then I still feel he was trying too hard to get some
Yeah.
goals,
Yeah, he came out like really good and then
and
he got a little
then
stuck, you know.
like when everybody was scoring, he was hitting, and all of a sudden he just started like
Yeah.
really, I think, pressing in there. He had that nice goal there at the end of the year and got back on track. So I mean, yeah, I think he's another one. I mean, obviously, you could say that about him. Um,
Richard Odata, he's gonna get playing time and be amazing. Odata.
I
Mark
mean,
mark it down.
it could be Odada.
or
I mean, I would be here for that.
or Jesus Bueno.
Or Jesus Bueno.
You know?
I'd be here for
Who knows?
Bueno.
Who knows?
But that said, when I think about who the breakout player is, I mean, who was the easy one because of what he did coming in and having that weird season. But for me, I don't know who it's gonna be. I think I want to see the roster finish. I mean, I could easily see somebody. I could see somebody like Carranza just
Yeah.
really coming into his own, and that top three just being really ridiculously
Yeah.
lethal, kind of like what we had last year, and kind of just finish it off and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
break even more records. But then it could even be like a flock. It could be somebody like Biza. I
Mm-hmm.
said a couple years ago, Biza really keeps developing. He
Yeah.
could be a top 5-10 right back in this league.
Like I thought he pretty quietly had a good season,
I mean, he got a
honestly.
starting job back. He
Yeah.
played with vigor. I
Yeah.
mean, so we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, uh, like the schedule, we'll see how the roster shakes out, and I think it's just too early to think. But just before we wrap up, one other thing, January's transfer month. How you feeling?
Uh
Do you think anybody's coming in? Who's going out? Anybody?
I really like selfishly don't want to see Kai go.
I mean, there's report leads, but at
We
this
keep
point,
hearing these things
but
and keep hearing
that's
these
the thing. At
things
this
and
point, I
I don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know. You can hear Tom Bogart's like, "Oh yeah, he's out. He's out. He's definitely out." And it's like, well, he's
I
still
mean,
here.
I mean, if he goes and finds, a great place from some good for him, he deserves it. But selfishly, I mean, he's pretty stinking good. And I don't know if we get anyone, you know, it's hard to fill those shoes there. And our cats are fighting again.
Sorry. Um, I mean, I'll be interested. We got, the guy from Orlando.
Mhm. Hey, last time we got a guy from Florida, we know how that went.
Yeah. And
Carranza.
then I know Ernst said he wants to get center back.
Bring
We'll see.
back Stu. Ernst, bring him back.
Bring him back. Yes, bring him back.
No.
But and then an attacker, so maybe
Mhm.
another attacking midfielder. Maybe he brings in another striker. I mean, I'm sure he's got some things up his sleeve.
Mhm.
We'll see how that plays out. Does Kai go? I don't know. I mean, every year we say I was so old last year. Oh yeah, he's gone, and
Mhm.
never went. So we'll see what happens there. But I'll be interested to see what they bring in. And it sounds like I showed you. Um, sounds like Gajdag may or may not have be working on something here with the union. We'll see how that turns out as well. It sounds like there's some opportunity there long term for Daniel.
Mhm.
And so we'll see what that means. I think that would be awesome to keep that front three together. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to stay here for the
Mhm.
duration of contract, but at least you have
Mhm.
them all kind of locking up for at least some stability long terms in case things
Mhm.
don't work out or they can't get moved. So, with that said, that's it for today's show. We'll see you next week. But before we go, Happy New Year.
Mhm.
I wish everybody safe and well, and may all your wishes come true in 2023.
You're making, you know what I was feeling?
You were thinking of the Siegfried and
Yes.
Roy, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking of
Sorry, it's this
Siegfried and Roy.
old Siegfried and Roy thing where they do for
May
the
all
holiday.
may all your wishes come true.
No,
Or
that's
something
actually I
like
was
that.
not.
Yes.
But no, in all
Yes.
honesty, I hope everybody has a safe New Year's. And that everybody out there has a great 2023. And we look forward to seeing you guys.
Let's hope 2023 is the year we bring home the cup.
Amen on that. So,
yes.
Till next time, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.